What if it's too hard?
I'm gonna push through.
What if it's too rough?
I'm gonna push through.
What if it's too tough?
I'm gonna push through.
What if you're just too young?
That's not true.
What if you're not good enough?
That's not true.
Why? Because
I can do anything I put my mind to.
I believe in you.
Shut up.
Believe in yourself.
Hey, hi.
Tell me why.
We push through anything we put our minds to.
Alright, so this is going to be a very candid kind of video, like very impromptu kind of video. How are you guys doing? I am Wesley from A Connection TV, the network, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And I am here with Zeus. You guys know him. He's from Culture Club. If you guys watch the Culture Club, you guys know this man's name.
Hey everybody, I'm David. I'm one of the Culture Club cast members. And yeah, let's talk.
Let's talk Gemini and Leo.
Guess who's a Gemini?
And guess who's a Leo? Exactly. So
that part.
The reason why we're doing this video is because we're sitting here, we're watching One Punch, right?
Oh my god, yes.
Cool anime. He got me into My Hero Academia.
Yep.
Love that. Awesome. He's into Naruto. I'm into Naruto. He's into Boruto. I'm into Boruto. We're in like the anime thing, so that's what we like. So I was like, come over, have a good time. Let's drink. Let's watch anime. So that's exactly what we're doing. In the midst of all that, I'm trying to get to know this brother. He's trying to get to know me. We do the Culture Club, and that's pretty much where it starts and ends. Like we haven't really like hung out. So this is our first attempt at actually hanging out and seeing what it would be like outside of the Culture Club. So in the midst of all of that, of course, we're talking about past experiences, relationships, what works, what doesn't work, and so forth and so on. And so he tells me that he has this situationship with the Leo, and I'm telling him that I have a similar situationship with a Gemini. He's a Gemini, I'm a Leo. See the issue? Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And so I'm basically telling him, literally, I potentially could be in love with this Gemini. I think this guy...
Of course you are. First of all, it's a Gemini. Duh. That's what you do.
Whatever. I think this guy is like... He has the potential because he's shown me that he has the potential, but there is something about a Gemini that allows them to stop right in their tracks and completely...
It's all on them. It has nothing to do with the Leo. They ain't did nothing.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
They're just perfect.
That's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with me because at the end of the day, all a Leo wants to be reciprocated is simple communication. But for whatever reason, the Gemini is not willing and or is able. And so that's my question. What the fuck is wrong with the Gemini?
Nothing is wrong with the Gemini. Actually, Geminis are great communicators. If you look that up. We are good communicators. If we have a love interest in somebody, we're all for them. And okay, so
get it out. Go ahead.
We don't process emotions that well. Okay, that I'll let y'all have that. We don't process emotions that well. So when we like somebody, we kind of get a little scared sometimes. We kind of get a little scared. We kind of have to pinch ourselves daily and make sure this is a real thing. We're kind of setting ourselves up to prepare for the impending doom of the shit not working out. This is just how we think. So if we actually take the time out to let you know that we like you, chances are 9 times out of 10 we really fuck with you.
But the thing is, with Geminis, or with this particular Gemini that I'm dealing with, he has a hard problem with showing that. He can say it all day long. He's like, Wesley, my favorite color is blue. But then he wears red every day out of the month. And it's just
So,
like...
dramatic Leo.
And it's like, what do you mean? Are you serious? Like, your favorite color is not blue because you wear red every day out of the month. So when he tells me that, Wesley, I'm still romantically interested in you, and then he has the ability to not respond to a text message or to not...
Okay, but here's the thing. You have it set in your mind how this is already supposed to go. You have it already figured out how this guy's supposed to communicate with you, how he's supposed to agree on certain topics or disagree, and you kind of take that and run with it.
Is that a... Like, what's the problem?
That's a problem because he doesn't necessarily think like that. So in his mind, he has probably shown you that he really gives a fuck and he really is into you and all this thing, and you haven't been receptive to it. So he's probably honestly like, damn, what the fuck? I'm trying, but it doesn't really count.
Okay.
He's telling me.
Okay, so you sound like my boy Harold. Shout out to you, Harold. You sound like
Harold.
him. He's into astrology. He's super intelligent. I'm trying to get him on the fucking Culture Club, but for whatever reason, he's not on Culture Club. But anyways, so you sound like him. And so my question to you is, why can't Geminis just simply articulate and say what the fucking issue is?
The issue is the emotion behind it that we're technically afraid of. Because, you know, like anything, it's a risk, it's a chance. Things could fuck up, things could not go your way. You can wind up hurt, you can wind up hurting somebody. That's the part that we don't want to face necessarily.
And touche, because that's what he has told me. He was like, Wesley, I don't want to hurt you, blah, blah, blah. So, if I tell you, Gemini, all the Geminis out there, all the signs out there,
The best one being Gemini.
The best one being Leo.
Gemini.
If I tell you that communication makes things better, communication is what resolves my emotional imbalance. If you communicate with me and say, even if it's, Wesley, I think you're fucking ugly or grotesque, I'm going to be fine because you're letting me know my mind is not, you're not allowing my mind to think anything else but what you're actually articulating to me. So if you say, Wesley, we're good, but I'm receptive to that. But if you don't give me anything at all, if you simply just say, oh, he'll be good, and you don't respond to any text messages, no phone calls, because a Gemini has to go through whatever he needs to go through, and you let me go through my shit, I'm not going to believe anything that you say, because why should I? And your mouth is open because
you just reiterated what I said earlier. You want him to communicate on your time.
Oh,
you want him to respond in the way you see fit. Like, you have already made these decisions in your head of how it should be. That may not be his way of thinking. You have to be patient. And you know, we really appreciate people that sit down and try to like figure us out and try to like roll with the punches, because I'll be honest with you, a lot of times our minds are going so fast and we think it's so much that we don't even know what the fuck is going on.
So explain what the hell roll with the punches mean. Like, if you have a guy that you're attracted to and you tell him that every day, every time I send this dude a picture of myself, oh my God, you're so handsome, you're so attractive, blah. You're clearly attracted to me. What the fuck is the problem?
When you say what the fuck is the problem, what are you just looking for, the communication aspect?
Like, why? Yeah, like, and this is not, okay, so a lot of you guys know that I'm very sexual, whatever, blase blah. I'm not wanting to fuck him, I'm not wanting to have sex with him. I mean,
that could be the problem, right?
No. That would be great. And he knows that if he ever came out of his face and was just like, let's have sex, we're there. But because, for whatever reason, he's saying, I'm not that sexual, blase, blah, whatever. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for communication, a connection, and us being cool. Genuinely, that's what I'm looking for. If the sex happens, yeah, no problem. Let's fuck. Let's get it on. But that's not what I'm asking him for. I'm just asking him to respond to a text message, to respond to a call, to respond point blank, period. He is now, he's not in Atlanta right now. He went on a trip to help somebody move, blase, blase, blah. I don't want to give out all his information.
There you go with the blase, blase.
No, because Orlando, Georgia is small as shit. And they, like, every time I talk about some shit, they be like, oh, you're talking about this person. Oh, you're talking about that.
Okay.
Right. So they know, you know what I'm saying? They'll pinpoint and pick and nitpick or whatever. Anyways, so he's not here. And I say that to say this. He left Thursday into Friday. And I have not spoken to him since Wednesday. So this guy is telling me that's normal. But what the fuck? How is that normal?
Well, you're leaving out a whole lot here.
Of what? What am I leaving out?
Like, you didn't tell these people how you took his number out your phone.
I mean, what does that have to do with the price of cheese?
You wanted to communicate, but you made a definitive statement that
because
said,
here's the thing.
I'm gonna take take your number out my phone.
Here's the thing, Gemini. The reason why I did that is because for whatever reason, I'm an over communicator. Over
communicator. That means he could possibly be communicating enough, and it's not enough for you because you're an over communicator. See, here's the thing. Didn't you also tell me that the communication and stuff was great at the beginning?
It was.
Okay. So he could very well be thinking it's time to progress past that. Maybe he wants y'all to interact more now.
Oh my God.
Interact more now. Take things up a notch.
You know what?
Gemini get bored very, very quickly.
Oh, God.
You gotta be on it, like
this guy is getting on my nerves, and the reason why he's getting on my nerves is because he's sounding like a friend of mine, and it's like, okay, y'all have the answers for everything, but at the end of the day, why can't you simply articulate what you want? Why do you have to run and hide?
Okay, so why do y'all have to be so controlling and have to be like, oh, it should be this way? Because when you run this tape back, you will hear yourself saying.
There's a movie out called Lion King, and there's another movie called Lion King 2. There's actually a Broadway called Lion King.
I've seen them all.
There's nothing called Gemini King. So, at the end of the day, that's exactly what the issue is.
It's not what the issue is, because Mufasa dies, first of all. The real Lion King dies.
Anyway,
he wasn't listening.
So, what do you think, what would be your advice to a stubborn Leo that wants it his way like McDonald's, but the Gemini is not willing to subscribe to a Burger King, willing not to subscribe to that way of thinking? What should I do?
You gotta have patience. Because the thing about it is, in the midst when all the dust clears and everything, we remember who's down for us, and we appreciate that more than anything. You just gotta be patient. You just gotta be patient. If you really feel like, it's obvious, like he already expressed to you that he really, really likes you. It is a lot for a Gemini to do.
And disclaimer, he's never, I asked him, I was like, are you still attracted to me? Yes, Wes. Do you still like? Yes, Wes. Like, he's not, he hasn't come forth and said, Wesley, there's someone else. Wesley, I do not like you. And in my mind, I'm thinking that he's lying. Yeah, there is someone else. Yeah, he does not like me anymore. But
all
in
these
his
preconceived notions.
in his mind, and everybody, and well, not everybody, my friend's mind, Harold's mind, he's like, no, that's not the case. If he told you that he likes you, then he likes you. You're just upset with how he's showing that he likes you. And I'm like,
yeah, the thing is, it takes so much energy for us to express ourselves in that manner. And this is why we refrain from that, because we could literally be telling somebody it is what it is, and we'll still get questioned about it. Like, it already took so much out of us for just to express that to you. And now you're sitting up here like, you're lying. I don't believe it. So just like, oh my God, really? Like, it's like, here we go again.
and that's what I do. That's exactly what I do, because I'm like, 1 + 1 equals 2. It doesn't equal 15. It's right, exactly. So at the same time, what is the issue? Like, what is the issue? That is my problem.
The issue is you want things to go
my way,
on your way, on your timeline, on everything that you think in your head. That's the issue.
And so what are you? So what are you saying? Are you saying that even after everything that I just told you, that I should still allow this guy to just come in and leave out however he pleases, and it's okay because he's a Gemini and that's how Geminis are, and Leos just need to relax? Is that what you're telling me? I think that's what he's telling me.
That sounds about right.
How is that okay,
though? Patient will be okay.
Oh, that's what you're calling it, patience.
Well, think about it like this. Y'all have not been defined as anything thus far, right?
No. Right.
But you guys like each other, right?
I like him.
And y'all still are in the get to know you process.
And that's another thing. I just don't know how to date. Like, who dates nowadays?
What do you mean?
Like so people say dating is, oh, I like you, but then I like him, and then I like him, and so I'm gonna take him out. I can't do that.
So when I asked you earlier, you know, what were your stipulations with this? So that's what you want, but that's not what you expressed, because you said you don't mind if he messes around or whatever. You just need communication. So actually, that's not true. You really want him to just focus on you.
No,
that's what you said. Tell the camera what you said earlier, please.
No, okay. So I've been drinking, and even in the Zaxby's cup is alcohol and whatever. So here's what I'm going to say. Because him and I have no committed type of situation, I can't obligate him to be just involved with me. Hold on. I know we live in Atlanta, so I'm not going to be shocked if he goes off and does whatever. I'm grade A, so everyone pales in comparison to me anyway in that compartment. So I'm not really remotely concerned about that. My issue is there's a reason why your energy is different. There's a reason why you aren't giving me what you gave me in the beginning. The issue that I have with this is because you're not disclosing the reason why. And so for a Leo, that makes me think about everything under the sun. If it's another ass, another dick, you have HIV,
wow.
Right. You're not attracted to me anymore. My mind goes all over the place. Where there's 100 possible reasons for you, there's 1,000,000 possible reasons for a Leo. And so it is imperative that you eliminate at least 9,999,999,999,000 reasons out of the 1,000,000 what my head is thinking for you not to be the way that you used to be. And if you don't give me any reason at all, because you're a Gemini and you're stubborn and you're in your ways and you can't be told what to do, then that's just gonna make me feel like you're not interested. And so we then get to this point where I'm creating a video with my Culture Club buddy, Gemini Leo, to try to get perspective as to where the Gemini mind resides.
And I will give you that. Remember that part where your friend told you need to relax? You just displayed your non-relaxation in this whole thing. You are so not relaxed on this situation.
But how does somebody get relaxed?
We sense that, and it's kind of like we get overwhelmed.
Oh God!
And it was like, okay, everything was so cool and calm, and it was just, you know, the pieces fitting in the puzzle. And now it's kind of like, let's force the pieces that are not fitting in the puzzle. Why can't we just chill? And then it's like, you're like over here like, communicate. And we're just like, whew, okay. I can communicate, but I kind of like my freedom too. So can we find like a little balance here? Because I feel like you're dictating everything now.
Oh my God!
And everything's on your schedule, and we don't like schedules.
Oh my God!
We don't like micromanaging. We just don't like it. So it's like, be patient, chill, and we will really appreciate that at the end of the day. And you might be surprised. You might be surprised how infatuated your Gemini is with you at the end of everything. So, the question is, Wesley, do you have the patience? Do you have the patience?
I don't know if I do because I deleted his number out my phone.
Ooh.
This is the second time that I've done this.
Ooh, petty.
Right, this is the second time. The first time that I did this, he
But
actually
the Leo does nothing wrong.
and he actually laughed at
that's
me and he
nothing.
was like, "What?"
Because that's petty.
And I was like, "Yeah, because you don't communicate and I over communicate." And I'm like texting you, and you're like, "Whatever, I'll get back to him when I want to." And I'm just like, "No, that's not okay remotely at all." And so I'm like, "Okay, delete your number again." And he's like laughing at me like, "Bro, you need to chill and relax." And ultimately, that's what everyone tells me, that I need to chill
And you have not taken advice from now one person that told you that.
I think that I have, because there have been moments where I've allowed pockets of non-communication to occur, and I feel like
So what's a pocket of non-communication? What's the time?
like a day or two.
A day or two. So
you really want to go 3 to 4 days without?
No, but you think that's like 911 emergency because you haven't talked to somebody for a day or two?
That's intense.
Wow.
And you really don't believe so, really?
No, I think a day or two is enough time to have somebody think and get themselves in a good headspace to figure out what the fuck they want to do. But I don't think it's 911 emergency. A day or two.
Oh my God.
If it's been like 3-4 months, send an SOS call as the smoke signals. But a day or two, no. Relax. Chill.
Okay.
That doesn't mean they don't like you because it's been a day. You know, people, Geminis, we need a lot of self-reflecting me time. We got a lot going on up here, and here is like there's a whole lot of shit going on up here that the world may never see. So that's something to consider. Like, consider all this before you're making your little Leo decisions and want to command and control everything.
Okay.
Because it's worth it. The compatibility is high.
It's high as hell.
The attraction is usually high.
It's high as hell. Everything is high as hell for a
just
Gemini.
wait it out.
Oh my
And let it
God.
blossom.
Oh
Let the
God.
caterpillar turn into a butterfly.
I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I'm going to try. But
About a day or two.
I want you guys to definitely leave comments below this particular video. because this is intense. Everything that this Gemini is dictating or saying was relayed to me via Harold and via the horoscopes that I read. They all said the same thing, and that's exactly why I love astrology and I'm into astrology. And I really, in a perfect world, me and this guy would be together. But because I am the way that I am, I feel, honestly, that I am not allowing that to occur naturally. But I just wish that he had the ability as a Gemini to let me know when I need to, like, you know what I'm saying? Just, all I want from this dude is fucking communication. All I need from you is communication. So simple as 1, 2, 3. Yes, all I need is communication with me. That's all I need.
Communication the way you want it to be.
Right, exactly.
The way you want it to be.
Exactly. Leave your comments below this video. Let me know what you guys think. I am curious to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Deuces. All right, that was a cute little video.